Hi Rama, this is Misty with the Oracle Evolution. Let's go ahead and jump in with your reading. Before we get started though, I do need to tell you a little bit about just like pre-reading, okay? So just, things that I notice or that take place before I actually press record. So the first thing is I was guided to light a green candle for you. And that's kind of the obvious, I guess that would be like your heart chakra. But I was also guided to a particular incense, which is dragon's blood. And when I looked at the different uses and meanings for dragon's blood, for you in particular, what I was guided to was it talked about de-stressing and how it's good with yoga and meditation. And specifically for you, I was guided towards yoga. So I don't know if that's something that you already practice, maybe you used to practice, or you're being told that that's something that you need to go ahead and start practicing. And it has something to do with your stress levels, which is telling me that you're definitely feeling a little bit, well, I want to say anxious because that's another thing. Even before, getting the incense, lighting the candle, I started to feel anxious. And I feel like that's kind of maybe the stage that you're in, like feeling a little bit of anxiety and also a little bit of tiredness, like tired of maybe the wait, tired of wondering. And so that is definitely for me why, they're wanting you to engage in like yoga, because you need to make sure that you're keeping yourself, your body, at a certain vibration, right? And so being anxious and stressed out about it is not going to work in your favor. So we want to make sure that we go ahead and attack that issue right off the bat, okay? Oh, I did ask also, I asked the question of like time frame, like how long are we looking, how much time will it take for Rama to find her life partner, right? And I'm sorry, I said, yeah. And so what I got was 10 months. But please remember that time is something that's fluid. And when I'm giving you this time frame, it's not set in stone because there are some things that it depends on. I think one of the major things that it depends on is you working on your actual stress levels. I'm feeling like really anxious, like you working on your stress levels as it relates to this particular topic. I also asked if it was someone that you have already met, like is this going to be someone that you've already met, or is this going to be someone completely new? And there are limits to the information that I'm given. So if it's something that's going to interfere with what you have coming towards you, or it's going to change something about like your path or your destiny or your course, I'm not going to get the information. And so I did receive I'm not privy to that information because for some reason, I don't know if this is going to maybe change, like maybe you'll start changing how you act or how you look at people, or I don't know. So the response was like, I honestly, it was just, I'm not going to get that answer to give to you. Okay. Kind of like none of my business type thing. And we're going to go ahead and get started, but just with the initial shuffle, I did see that you have like the star card. It says rejuvenation at the bottom, and I'm really looking at these next 10 months, and it could be it could be shorter, and it could be a little bit longer than that. It's really going to depend on what you're doing in this time frame, right? And so, I think that this is meant for you to take time out to really focus on yourself. Just kind of take a step back and focus on yourself. Again, I'm feeling like it has to do with these stress levels. And Another thing is, like, I was shuffling another set, and I don't have it at the bottom, but I did notice it was basically saying when you least expect it. So you're going to be working on yourself. You're going to be focusing on yourself. And when you least expect it is when you're going to meet or start this relationship that you have been dreaming of. Yeah, I get that. It's headed your way, but it says you're being at the bottom. This is just a deck that I created, and it says you're being rewarded for your hard work and dedication. It's harvest time. You will reap what you've sown. And I really get the sense of like the more that you're pouring into yourself, specifically as it relates to whatever you're supposed to be doing with this like de-stressing, focusing on self yoga, that's when like you're going to be rewarded for pouring into yourself. Okay. And this last one that we're going to use at the end, it says, I'm fearless. And I'm really getting the sense of like still with this anxiety that I don't know, you know how we get into like the fight or flight mode, and when we're afraid of something. And so I'm really getting the sense of like, again, with the stress levels, but I'm hearing have no fear. Okay, have no fear. Because what you want, it wants you. What you desire, it desires you. And it's already it's waiting for you. Basically, you're not waiting for love. Love is waiting for you, but you have to pour into yourself first. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get started just with the cards. I know that was might have been quite a bit, but let's go ahead and get started. And the first question that I'm gonna ask, it says, where can I look for love? Or basically, where can Rama look for love? So let's look at that. Look for love. Oh, geez. Okay, this one fell on the floor. And when cards fall on the floor, I don't take them, but I do talk about them. And so the card that fell out, it says upheaval, the tower. So this is the tower card. And I'm getting the sense of like, this is where you're not like, while you are feeling stressed, anxious, chaotic, that's not you're not going to find it in the midst of that, right? It's going to be when you are calm and when you least expect it, basically. But I mean, I guess I haven't pulled the card I'm going by. I don't necessarily need cards, but let's just see what the cards say. Yeah, so we have judgment, and it says reckoning. And I'm really getting the sense of like, this is when you're going to make that judgment call, that you're going to focus your time and your attention on yourself. Like you're going to use this time rather than stressing out about the when, where, why, who, all of that. You know, you're going to revive yourself. You're going to revitalize yourself. And so that's where you're going to, that's essentially where you're going to look within yourself for that answer. I mean, that's, I guess, the short way of saying that. Okay, so the next one, it says what I need to show to the outside world. So what do you need to show to the outside world? Security. We have the Four of Gems. It says security. And so I'm also getting the sense of not only, you know, security, like you're secure in who you are and really just your level of confidence, right? Because in a sense, if you're feeling anxious and worried and like that's something that, like, you're missing something in your life, like that's something that you're projecting out to people, right? And so that doesn't make for a very good attractor when it comes to the type of partner that you are specifically looking for. You want someone who is emotionally, financially secure and stable. And so that's something that you're going to also have to be yourself, and you're going to have to project out to just the world in general. Okay. The next one, it says, the parts of myself to keep hidden and safe. The parts of myself to keep, the parts of myself to keep hidden, hidden and safe. And what came out was resilience, but it actually was flipped this way. And I'm getting like, just like what it said, what you needed to project was security, right? I find it funny that this resilience card came out and it came in reverse. It flipped over here in reverse. I'm getting the sense of like the parts to keep hidden would be your insecurities. I mean like your worries about, you know, your partner not being here or not having a partner just yet, or, you know, those types of things. Like, it's something that you have to recognize within yourself and acknowledge within yourself so that you can work to heal those. But it's not something that you want to, I'm just going to say it like this. When you're talking to your parents, when you're talking to your friends, when you're talking to, if you have coworkers, when you're talking to anyone, okay, your words are powerful. And so anything that suggests that you're in some type of feeling of lack as it relates to love and a partnership, that's not something that you want to speak out, right? You don't want to speak that out into the world, period. And even when you're thinking it, I'm getting the sense of like you need to counteract that with a positive affirmation, okay? Because I don't know what, yeah, I'm feeling like my throat is being closed. Like there's something that I don't know if you've been talking about this to people, but I mean, that's just a way that also other people who may start to project their own insecurities onto you, and you already have to deal with your own. You don't need to deal or put up with, or, you know, put that in your bag like somebody else's issues. Like you don't need, that's not your responsibility. Like don't add on that burden, that extra burden into your life. Okay. And also you're giving people an opportunity to speak things into your life. And that's in a sense, like when people talk about giving away your power, that's one of the ways that we do that. No one has the right to speak anything about your life, your love life, except for you. You're going to speak what it is that you want. And so when you're talking to people, you know, not to say that you can't ever talk to them about it. I'm getting don't talk to them about it, actually. But because you're inviting them into that particular part of your, I'm hearing psyche. It's like they're getting into your brain about certain things. And that could be part of like the stress that you're feeling, the anxiety that you're feeling. Some of it may not even be yours, or it may not have originally been yours. Yeah. Is this family or friends? Who is this? Who is this? This is mostly family. This has something to do with mostly family, but I'm still going to say be careful just in general with who you're speaking to, okay? Our fourth question says, what has held me back from finding love? So let's see what's held Rama back from finding love. What's been holding me back? Fulfillment. This is like, again, I mean, it keeps going back to like something within yourself, feeling like, I don't want to say that, but what I heard was like feeling like you're enough. Because you need to know that you are. But there might be like, I don't know if there's some type of particular hobby or something that makes you feel whole, like makes you feel fulfilled, that you're not doing, that perhaps you need to. Is that it? No. Yeah, this is just overall feeling like you need to know that you deserve this partner and this love. You need to know that. That's just what it is. You need to feel whole and complete within yourself. You need to work on thinking about and showing gratitude for all the things that you love within yourself. Yeah. Where have I gone wrong, or what can you improve on? What can you improve on when it relates to finding your life partner? Oh, geez. I'm hearing you're hot and you're cold, you're yes and you're no. It's the duality card. This fell on the floor, so again, I'm not going to take it, but I do speak on it. I'm really getting the sense of like, if you are kind of like are you letting people get into your head and try to like convince you of what it is that you want? And it's kind of like it. I'm kind of also getting the sense of like, once you get to know you, once you get to really love you, you're going to be really crystal clear on the type of partner that it is that you want, not the type of partner that your family wants for you, or not the type of partner that your friends want for you, the type of partner that you want for yourself. Because if you have family and friends and whoever on this end, trying to convince you of what it is that you need in a partner, but your heart and your soul feels a completely different way, it's like a mixed signal that is being sent out into the universe. So I'm really getting the sense of like, you have to be crystal clear on what it is that Rama wants. Okay? What is it that you want? Yeah. But let's try it again. What can we improve on? Anxiety. The Nine of Clouds, anxiety. So we need to work on, or you need to work on de-stressing. I'm really getting the sense of like working on other things. Again, I'm not going to say that you have to do yoga, but that was something that came up. But working on other things, working on like yourself and what it is that you love about yourself. And at the bottom, it says scarcity mentality. There are plenty of men in the world that would love to make you their queen. I mean, I don't know why I said that, but there are so many men in the world that would love to be with you. And there's one in particular that is for you, but you have to know that. I can't know that for you. You have to know that. Okay? So I guess in essence, that would be improve on how you feel about yourself, on loving yourself, and knowing that he's there. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, and it's when you least expect it, when you have fully embraced and loved on yourself. And so that's what it is. Okay, and then this one, it says, what can I expect for the next 12 months? So what can Rama expect for the next 12 months? What can Rama expect for the next 12 months? For the next 12 months. Ooh. It says, apprentice of clouds, ambition. So I'm getting the sense of like you making that final call. Yeah. Like if this is what you want, like you're going to determine like if this is what I want, like putting in that work, like you're going to be really, like the ambition is going to be about working on yourself so that you bring in or manifest in. It says homecoming at the bottom. So I'm really getting the sense of like a soulmate, so that you calling that soulmate in back home to you. Yeah, back home to you. So I don't know if this is, I don't know what you believe. So it could be someone that you have known in a previous lifetime. So it's kind of like you're calling that person back into you, but the real you. But you have to discover, you have to find out who that is. Okay. Yeah, curiosity is at the top of the deck. Like be, like really just who am I? What do I, what do I really want? What do I want in a partner? Am I, just wow, just ask questions, just be curious about, anything and everything to find out more about who you are and what it is that you want. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple more questions. That was part of the spread. So I'm going to ask, I'm going to look at some cards, just some extra cards for you. And then I'll show you the cards that you have. And then we will wrap it up. So just let's see. What else does Rama need to know? Yeah, use intuition and curiosity again. Use intuition and curiosity to help you live your best life, as well as to help and inspire others who may need you. So this may be something that like you're meant to experience so that you can help other people later on who are also wanting to find, their life partners. Yeah. Yeah, 9999, continue to let your light shine bright. So I'm really getting the sense of like, what I talked about earlier with the anxiety and with the worry and just feeling tired of like the search or the wait. That's something that can weigh heavily on you, and the universe needs you to keep going and to continue to shine bright. So it's kind of like if you think about those, what are they with the lights for the boats? I can't believe I just went blank on that. But it's like you're shining your light so that your person, your partner, your soulmate, it's like you're directing them to exactly where you are, who you are, and where you are. It's a light to let them know like, hey, this is where home is. And for them to see that, you have to be at your highest vibration. Okay, you have to know who you are. You have to know exactly what it is that you want. You have to vocalize that, and you have to continue to remain in a very high vibrational and loving energy. Okay, continue to shine bright. Yeah. And it says you're on the right path. Do not give up. So, it's not that you are meant to have a life partner, right? Don't give up on it. But, you just might need to do a little bit of work, and that's okay. Okay, we're going to do one more from this deck. One more. What does Rama need to know? Jeez. Yeah, it says you might, this one fell on the floor, but again, you know, I'll talk about it. You may soon experience temptations and distractions. Take time alone to clear your head and separate from people or situations that could block your ability to focus. I really think that that's speaking to just be careful with talk. If you can, just, you know, don't talk to other people about, what it is that you're bringing in. Essentially, I'm just going to use the word manifesting, but what it is that you're manifesting in for yourself with your partner, like, don't talk to people about it, okay? Even if someone brings it up, you can easily just say, yeah, they'll be here, but I'm just going to focus on me for right now, or something like that, okay? So let's try for one more. Yeah. 333. It says you're transforming, abundance awaits, but you must forgive yourself, your past mistakes, and vow to live your life to the fullest. So, like, don't give up your entire life waiting for this partner, or trying to find a partner. Your partner is going to find you. You don't have to go out and get your partner. Your partner is going to come and get you. Right? And it's going to be while you are living, I'm hearing, living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden. So while you're living your life, doing things that fulfill you, that make you happy. That's just, kind of what we already talked about, right? Okay, so we have this is a affirmation deck. We're going to do 3 of these, and then we're all done, okay? Okay. Yeah, and I didn't mention this, but when I was shuffling this deck earlier, I saw I'm connected, and what I was getting was that has something to do again with the yoga, you need to reconnect with yourself, but also whoever this person, well, I guess I kind of talked about it, whoever this person is, I don't know if you have actually met them here, right, in the physical form yet, but somehow you're already connected to this person, whether it's from a previous lifetime. I keep hearing that song. It's Erykah Badu, and she says, I guess I'll see you next lifetime. That's the second time that I've heard that. So this could be someone that, you've loved before and they've loved you. So the first card that you have that came out, it says, I have a higher purpose. So I'm still getting the sense of there's something that you're supposed to be working on, something that it's something that's going to take your mind and your focus off of the relationship, finding a partner type thing, because that's really when you're going to find this person. Yeah. And it said at the bottom, I have permission. I don't know, some people may not agree with that, and they may feel oh, well, what are you doing to search? No, you don't need to do anything to search. What you do need to do, I'm not saying don't do anything. What you do need to do, I'm seeing things more like you may have a journal. You may have a list of things that you're looking for. Once you truly discover what those things are, have a list, have a journal. Don't pick out a specific person, but we're talking about the type of person that you're looking for, specific characteristics that you're looking for, how you're going to feel, what you're wanting your life to look like maybe more that type of work, not hard work of being on dating sites or talking to these people and letting them hook you up with their, cousin. We're not talking about that type of a thing. If you want to go out and date and meet new people, like that's how you're going to meet someone, obviously. So I'm not saying turn them down, but not like to the point to where you're actually seeking it, to where it looks like, I hate to say it, but like, don't make it look like you're desperate for a partner, because you're not. Your partner is desperate for you. They're desperately seeking you and your light. Okay. Oh no. It says I changed my thoughts. So I don't know if because I got so hooked on that, but that might be important for you to change. Well, I mean, that's kind of what I was talking about, but changing how you're thinking about the entire situation, right? Like that person is out there waiting for you, looking for you. You don't have to look for them. Date, have fun, but just more of get to know you and get to know what it is that you're looking for. It says I'm a problem solver. And that's what I'm getting the sense of, like when you're doing this, when, if you commit to like the yoga or some type of something to de-stress, it's going to help you to solve your own problems, so to speak. Like you're going to get answers. You're going to be directed in which way to go. And then also it's going to allow you to back to helping other people who, like, they're also looking for life partners, and you're recognizing like, oh, I remember when I was looking for my partner. I remember how that felt, and this is what I did. Just kind of maybe keep track of that. Keep track of that, because you might need that to help other people. And it says, I am abundant. And abundance, I know we see all the money and everything, but I'm looking at all of the yellow, which is making me think about the solar plexus, which, I'm really thinking about just your abundant, like you working to make sure that you have an abundance of confidence, right? That you have those really high confidence levels, but also like an abundance of love. Because if you're feeling anxious and tired of like the search and things like that, then, you don't feel exactly too loving, right? So just work on, like, you're loved and you are love, right? And you're going to have an abundance of love. You have an abundance of love to give, and you're open to receiving an abundance of love. But yeah, it just, she's really having a good time here. That's what I'm looking at. Like she's making sure that she looks good and she feels good and feels good about herself. I'm still really going back to all of the yellow. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Rama. I hope that I answered your questions. So anyways, anything, please be sure to, I don't know this, if you can like send me a message if you would like, whatever, but I wish you the best and thank you so much, and you have a fantastic day. Okay. And Happy New Year to you. I'm going to take this down and I'm going to just like roll over the card spread for you. So you can see the cards that we had here. Okay, so that's what we have. All right, you have a great day. Bye now.